And we're live. Um, when we think of the word faith, we usually think of religion. But faith is a lot more than religion. It's a state of mind, a way of life, and a feeling. So, in this episode, we will talk about the power of faith and discipline, which are essential for success in life. Welcome to episode 46 of Talking Business with Brits live expert interview. Hello again. My name is Ritzel Loredo Rectra, the owner of Mighty Shell Virtual Solutions. We specialize in digital content creation, basic social media management, admin, back-end support, and process automation. Now, our goal is for you to delegate, streamline your process, and so your business could thrive. Now, all right, we are now streaming live on my Facebook profile and Facebook group, as well as in YouTube. Okay, don't forget to join. Sorry, don't forget to join our group so that you can watch the replay or of any of the past episode. All right, and then if you are watching with us now, comment hashtag live, or if you are catching us up on replay, comment hashtag replay. Okay, let's start the show. All right, so to be successful in business, we need to find people who have skills and talents that we lack so that we can learn from them and move our business forward. Now, in this show, you'll get a small win or takeaway from the value bombs that we will be sharing with you once a week and hopefully be inspired to move your needles even just a little. Now, the main purpose of this show is to give back to the community of online entrepreneurs and to get to know the human behind the title before the offer. Now, we all know that we can't have prosperity without faith. But what about discipline? Is there a connection between these two powerful forces? Now, in today's episode, our special guest will be sharing with us three topics in relation to faith and discipline. That would be awareness, inspiration, and insights. Our guest for today is not only a life coach, but also a pastor, a public speaker, an author, and a small business owner. Now, this is going to be fun and interesting live expert interview. So, without much ado, I'm gonna bring him onto the stage, Mister. Let me just prepare my welcoming. Okay, where is it? Here, Mister. Michael Baker. All right. Hello, hello. Hi, Coach Michael. Oops, we lost him. All right, it's coming back. We're having some technical difficulties right now. Hello, Coach Michael.
Mm. How you doing?
All right. Thank you for being with us here in episode 46 of Talking Business with Ritz. Would you like to greet our
Glad
audience?
to be here.
All right. Now
Yes.
we have
Welcome everybody. We're glad to have you in attendance. Mhm. Mm.
okay. So
Go ahead.
we have Jeff. We have Jeff watching with us live and another Facebook user. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Facebook user? Okay, tell us your name so we can
Mhm.
highlight you. Anyway, so let's move on. Okay, so as mentioned in the beginning of the show, we want to our audience to actually get to know you as a person, right? So, could you tell us where are you located right now?
I'm in Florida. Um, Little town called Georgetown. It's kind of between St. Augustine and Daytona.
Okay, so between Georgetown and Daytona.
It's the town is Georgetown. It's between St. Augustine and Daytona.
Oh, Saint Augustine. Okay, all right. So I'm going to ask you a series of random questions. Are you ready?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
Coach. All right, Coach Michael. What?
Yep.
What? All right. There has been there is a little bit of delay on Coach Michael's part, so I'm gonna just go slow. All right. So, Coach Michael, what is your favorite word and why?
That'd be faith, the knowing, having faith and believing. You got to be able to believe in yourself.
All right.
Mm. Biggest thing is belief.
Okay. All right. So in a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest, how weird are you?
I'd probably say a 4 or 5. I don't really think of myself as weird, but
4 or 5. Okay. Weird in the sense that unique.
well, definitely one of a kind.
Okay, then it's must be 100 then.
Yep, no doubt.
All right. So, okay, so with your background and accomplishment as a life coach and a pastor, is there anything that you think you need to improve on?
Yeah, I try and improve, every day in every way, to some degree. We got to, what roles do we play in life, as a parent, as an educator, as an employer. Once you know your role, you can define your role, you can set your goal. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement.
All right. So tell me something that's true that almost nobody agrees with you.
Mm, that they can do anything. You know, most people have a hard time overcoming their past and everything to actually be able to create a vision for themselves for the future. And like I tell everybody, you can do anything you want to do. You just got to believe in yourself, and you got to and push yourself to do it. You got to have the discipline to follow through.
So some people don't believe that.
It Even myself growing up, we all have our own insecurities, our own fears, and everything. And it's facing the fears and everything, going through it, and and going through the endurance, building up the endurance to carry on. Every day you wake up, it's another day. You got another chance. It's up to you what you do with it. I mean, we all get the same 24 hours every day.
Yeah, quite true. Okay, so are you ready for this next question?
Yeah, yeah.
So between money or time, which one will you choose first?
Time. You can once time is spent, you can't get it back. You can always make more money, but you can't. Once time is spent, you can't get back. You can't go back and change it. Once the moment's passed, it's over. You can't. You got to enjoy the moment while you can. Be present in the moment.
Right. So do you believe in second chances?
Yes, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for second chances.
True. So, in one of my posts, I used the quote from Jersey Gregorek, which says, "Hard choices, hard life, easy choices, hard life, hard choices, easy life." So, would you say that you had made some hard choices in your life?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I more or less I went to the school of hard knocks. I had to learn everything the hard way. And it was going through it to learn from it. And it took a lot of years to get to that point. Because growing up, as parents and stuff like that with my kids and stuff like that, I want to protect them, but we can't protect them from the consequences of their own behaviors because it enables it to continue. And, that happened in my life, and I continued the same behaviors over and over again for a lot of years until I had to come to a point where I had to take responsibility for myself, and it's taking responsibility that leads to maturity. As long as you got other people, you're not being held accountable for your actions. You're going to continue, like I tell everybody, what you allow today will continue. What's accepted today will be the norm tomorrow.
All right. So, what was if you're willing to share, what was the hardest choice that you ever made in terms of, say, business? Did it make your life easier now?
Experience a lot of learning, as you learn as you go along, and the thing is just to continue learning, and keep pushing yourself, and it's not always the easiest thing to do, to push yourself, to keep yourself motivated, to keep going every day and keep pushing forward. It pays to have another coach or somebody working with you to help hold you accountable. Somebody you said you were going to do. You got and somebody that's going to question that and make sure that what's your next step, where you're going to go from here. Hardest, I mean, it's just been following through on everything, but the thing is, following through is the hardest thing for most everybody, I think. Because once you accomplish something, then where do you go from there? What's the next? You have that uncertainty. People like to know. You like to have stepping out the comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's very inspiring. Now, Coach Michael's goal is to help others pursue their dreams and ambitions. So, in the next 5 minutes or less, Coach Michael, kindly talk us through how you've started as a life coach.
Well, back 5, almost 6 years, well, about 5 years ago, I was going through a low point in my life, and I had a choice. It was either give up, give in, or do it 100%. And I chose, just to go full force into moving forward with my life and not going back. It was either revert back to my old behaviors, old ways of being, everything, or up to that point. And I joined a lot of Facebook groups for people that were going through the things that I was going through, relationship issues, divorce, drugs and alcohol abuse, things of that nature. And by reaching out to other people and trying to help other people, after a while, people started reaching out to me for help. And I got the help that I needed by trying to help other people, because I couldn't advise anybody else to do for themselves I wasn't willing to do for myself. So, kind of by helping others, I got the help I needed, and then it's just gone from there. And you learn from every experience.
Mm-hmm. So, 5 years ago, That's when you started. And then so right now you are a life coach. Oh, when did you started as a life coach?
I started to practice probably 4 years ago, and
4 years.
I started my Facebook ministry, the It's Within You Facebook group. I started that 5 years ago, also when I was going through everything and at one of my lowest points there, and I needed help at the time. And I reached out to people, and I got the help that I needed by helping others. And a couple times my Facebook, my accounts had gotten hacked, and I had to start all over again. So
Mm-hmm.
the group today, the It's With You Facebook group today, it was created 3 years ago, not 5 years ago, because I had lost access to the graphical design and had to start over. But the group we have today, we're up to just over 3,000 members in the group today in our fellowship. And I got my book published 2 years available on Amazon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I
Two
can say being
books in
my first
Amazon.
book that I ever wrote and published, yeah,
Sorry,
the
say that
original
again.
everything I had spent about a year and a half, 2 years. I didn't hear the question you asked.
All right. No, no, no. You were spacing out. The line is quite choppy. So, what was that with the book
Oh.
again?
The name of the book is It's Within You, and it's available on
It's
Amazon or Barnes and Noble or many of your online retail or book retail stores.
okay. I'm gonna put that in a banner, right? Book
I Yeah, it
Amazon.
started writing I wrote the original book, and then I spent about a year and a half, almost 2 years writing the original book, and then I had somebody come and I had written everything out in composition notebooks by hand. And I had somebody come and they went through everything and put everything into the computer and everything. And then 2 days after I got the manuscript prepared, everything into the system and everything, I had a house fire and I lost everything. So I had already had a date for the book to come out and everything. So I had 3 months to put everything back together. So the book that came out isn't quite as I had anticipated it to be, but I'm in the process of revising it now and future soon.
All right.
If it's a,
Let's
mm,
continue. Yeah. Having your internet is quite, sometimes it's so choppy. Now, anyway, so let's continue. That was very inspiring. So, Coach Michael have a book, and it's titled "It's Within You." It's in Amazon. So, have take a look. It's running at the back at the banner down below. All right, so we are now moving on to the second half of our show. So for those who just came in, this is Ritzel Loreto Rectra, your digital content creator and process automation specialist. We have our guest, Michael Baker, who is a life coach, a pastor, an author, and a small business owner. Now, so don't forget to comment hashtag live or hashtag replay if you are watching with us now. Type your questions in the comment. Now, um, Coach Michael is here to share with us about the three topics that will help us understand our main topic, which is faith to prosperity and discipline to achievement. Okay, let me add the topic. so that it will be guided. So this one is awareness. That's the first topic, and the second one would be inspiration, and the third one is insight. Insights. Okay. So our first topic would be about awareness. So, Coach Michael, take it away.
Yes. And awareness, it's you're not going to change what you're not aware of or what you're in denial of. And there's so much. More is revealed to us every day. And it's through repetition that we get awareness and insight. You get aware of it and be conscious of what you're doing. Until after you start seeing things in yourself and stuff like that, and then you start catching yourself when you're doing it. And you can make the changes. You say, wait a minute, I'm going down that same road again. It's like the guy's walking down the road and he falls in the hole. And then the next time he goes down there and he falls in the same hole. The next time he goes through and he falls in the same hole, but he knows how to get out this time. So it's not as bad. Then the next time he walks down the same road, he's going to walk around the hole. He avoids it. But it ain't until a lot of times you're not aware of it until after you've been through it. There's a lot more. But you got to try and envision things and be proactive. And work to create the environment in which you wish to live in.
All right. I'm jotting down notes. All right. Now uh let's go to topic number 2, which is inspiration. So what does that got to do with faith and faith to prosperity, or discipline to achievement?
Well, it goes back to the bad character corrupts good morals. You got to watch who you associate with. Who inspires you. Who do you wish to be like? Whose ways are you following in? And that's my goal today. More or less to set the example and be the inspiration for a future generation. It's up to all of
Yeah.
us. We all have people that look up to us. And that inspiration. I found that through studying the life coaching field, the personal development field, and everything for the last 30 something years, and everything from Norman Vincent Peale to Bill W. starting the Alcoholics Anonymous program. Everybody that I've come across dealt with Harvey McKay a lot, and the town I grew up, there was a lot of people that worked in the field of psychology and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find the inspiration. What what lights that fuel inside you. What is it you're passionate about? Once you find your inspiration and your passion, then it's a matter of having the determination to follow through on it. What do you aspire to be? You got to have the inspiration to reach the aspiration. But it takes
All right.
determination.
So we have to be very careful on who we actually follow, right?
Right. Like I tell most of the people that I work with and everything else like that, you think about what you want to do with your life, what field you want to go into and everything, and you look for, who do you see as being the best person in that field, in the field that you want to work in and everything. You see to being associated with them to learn all you can from them. Use their experience and their knowledge as your foundation to build upon to contribute to. And that's what we're here for is to make it, preserve the earth and make our contribution to it. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Bible says, we are the salt of the earth. We've been given dominion over it. It's entrusted to our care. It's up to us to take care of it.
That is so true. All right. Now we jump to the third topic. What do we mean by insights in relation to our main topic?
Well, the insight comes in with the repetition when and I do it a lot of people when we're life coaching and stuff like that, and I'll let people talk, and I just give them a chance to sit with it for a minute, and then I can paraphrase back certain things or question certain things and everything else like that. And it helps, when they get that aha moment, it just clicks, the light goes off, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Why didn't I think of that? It's been there all along, but you just don't think about it at the time. And then somebody else will say
Mm-hmm.
something and it just clicks, you get that insight. And then you become aware of it, and then you can change it. You know, once you can see it, then you can change it, but if you can't see it, then you're not going to be able to change it. You got to be aware of it.
All right. Yeah, nobody would be able to change something unless they are aware of it. Sometimes people just get on with their lives, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, but actually expecting a different result.
Mm. But that's like to say the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that's how a lot of us live our lives because we just continue, reacting to the situation going around us, doing what everyone else expects us to do. You don't have to do what you think other people expect you to do. I did that for a lot of years because everybody places these labels on you. You're this, you're that. And as children, when people place these labels upon us, they become part of our identity, how we identify ourselves as being. It's like I tell
Mhm.
people, in the program and stuff, they say, well, this person or that person relapsed and everything else like that. I say, yeah, because they're still seeing themselves as being an alcoholic and a drug addict and everything else like that. Somebody sees themselves as an alcoholic and drug addict. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to drink. They're going to do drugs. That
Yeah,
you're a human being. You're a person. You got to get past that. Put that behind you. It's not who you are. You decide who you're
that
going to
is so
be. It's up to you.
true.
It's not up to the past. You got to let that go. You can't. It's not. You got to learn from it and move on.
Yeah, but it really helps when there's someone behind you or someone guiding you, isn't it?
Yes, that makes a major difference. That's why mentorship and sponsorship and just having a family and the community. Years ago, the communities ain't today what they were years ago. They used to be the community. It took a community to raise a child. Nowadays, you don't. Everybody shelters their kids from going out into the community because they're afraid of what the community is going to do to them. You don't know from one day. The the unity isn't there in the communities anymore, and that's one of my main goals is to try and get unity back to the community. And it starts with the family unit. A house divided against itself can't stand. And it's true in so many ways. And the same in any organization, any company, or anything else like that. You got to get people with the same mission, the same purpose, the same goals. To work together, to collaborate and cooperate. To get through it. And I say more or less to collaborate and cooperate rather than compete. And then but if we didn't compete with one another, we wouldn't challenge each other to bring out the best in each other. There's got to be some level of competition, but it's got to be through the collaboration and cooperation that we're able to
Yeah.
compete with one another. You know,
Yes.
when there's got to be some type of collaboration and cooperation before you go out in the field. You got to know what the rules are going to be, this, that, and everything else. What the goal is. You got to know what the rules of the game are.
That is so true. At some level, we there is have to have a little bit of competition. Otherwise, nobody would move forward or enhance themselves. Or upskill their knowledge and all that, because there won't be a what do you call that, a level or a marker where someone can go over.
Hmm. Mhm. They got to overcome it, reach the next
Yeah,
level.
yeah, reach the next level.
Mhm.
So again, everybody, this is episode 46 of Talking Business with Rich. Remember to uh join the group to watch the replay. And also we have, as Coach Michael was saying, He has a Facebook group of his own, which is about 3,000 members. Okay, I'm gonna flash the name of the group in the banner right now, and the name of the group is "It's Within You Spiritual Guidance." Okay, now pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now almost at the end of this episode. All right, Coach Michael had already explained the three topics. The first one is awareness. Um, he said that we are to be conscious in what we are doing, and then to catch ourselves so we can change whatever the actions, the wrong actions that we are doing, and for us to be proactive in doing the right thing. Now, for topic number two, which is the inspiration, we have to watch uh, who we are with, okay, and be careful of who we look up to, and we have to find the best person that in the field that we would want to excel. All right, now in topic number three, which is insights, uh it comes with the reputation, where you can question the integrity of the I don't know, integrity of the person you're following or emulating. And yeah, I think that's what I got from that. Would you like to add more?
It, it's to make, model, and mimic. That's what they kind of refer it to: make, model, and mimic. You're following their ways. Like, you want to be as they are, you do as they do.
Yeah. So all right. So our topic today is very timely because it's Hearts Month. It's February, so I'm sure there are business owners, coaches, course creators, consultants, and experts who are having issues with themselves, like losing their faith and are feeling unworthy and always having an urge to prove themselves to anybody and to anyone. So this topic is for us all. So I can relate to this topic because before I started this show, I was so unsure of myself whether I can do things that I need to do. So not until I face my fear and have faith on myself, on what I can do and what God had given me
Mhm.
and what He is asking me to do, which is to share and help elevate people through the show to make a difference together. So I hope you've learned a lot, everybody, today, and be inspired. So for those who came in late, again, please watch the replay by joining the group Talking Business with Ritz, and check out Coach Michael's group as well, which is the name is flashing on the banner at the bottom. You can search that on Facebook. So again, this is a very informative episode. Now, every guest that I have here, that I have invited in the live expert interview, is by design. It had helped me a lot with my mindset and had prepared me to move forward. Just like what Coach Michael said before, when he was starting, he did join a lot of Facebook groups and he did find lots of help, so that he helped himself and he was able then to learn and help others. So it had inspired me to get better and better in what I do. So my guests are all inspiring, and it had helped me to be where I am right now. So this is what I envision for everybody to move their business forward. Now, going back to Coach Michael, do you have any current offer that you would like to share with our audience? How can they reach you?
They can reach me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Look up Baker, and you'll be able to connect with me. Um, we got a special going on. I started the first of this year for people to try and help as many people as possible, more or less. Um, rather than going following everybody else's footsteps and everything else like that, offering a 3-month program for $4 or $5, $6,000 or whatever. I just want to help more people, and I figured that I set up priced out our packages for this year to start out at $100 a month per, for a big plan for somebody to join the life coaching program. It's a discipleship and servant leadership trainings of that nature, and it's to help you, to divine have definiteness of purpose, and the faith to achieve it, the determination, when the Lord was with us, he before he departed, when he came back after he was resurrected from the dead, when he came back before departing, he as he said to his disciples, when they were questioning him, well, what are we going to do now? And he told them, all these things I have done. He raised people from the dead, he healed the sick, made people see, the blind, and everything else like that. And he told the disciples, all these things I have done, you shall do, and even greater than these. I tell you, by your faith, all things are made possible to you. You just can't give up on it. You got to follow your heart. What's been written in your heart. And pursue it. Don't give up on yourself. You're put here for a reason. You have a purpose. Nobody's any better than anybody else, but we're not here for the same reason and purpose. You just got to figure out what it is that works for you, what it is you want to do, your own truth, what matters to you, adds meaning and value to your life.
Yep. All right. So you have a coaching program yes, for servant leadership and disciple training, which starts at 100 a month. Is that what did I understood it correctly?
Yeah. Yeah, it's open enrollment at 100 a month for a basic plan.
All right. And how long would that be?
It would be up to the client's discretion, depending on what their goals are, what they're looking, whether it's for personal development or to reach a certain business goal, or just whatever life changes they're looking to make. Whatever they need help with. They can resolve their issues. They come up with a solution. And follow through on it. And we'll talk about whatever it is that they're trying to do and stuff like that, and I'll send them information, videos, and things like that on the topics that we discuss, and we'll have follow-up calls, things of that nature, just holding each other accountable and getting to know one another and helping you reach your goals, and that's what it's all, is being there for one another and holding each other accountable. Iron sharpens iron, as one person does another.
Yeah.
We got to work together.
Okay, so it's a life coach one-on-one. So it's a one-on-one life coaching.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So everyone, Coach Michael has a one-on-one life coaching. It starts at 100. If you want somebody to guide you, to be your accountability partner, to get you through certain events in your life on a positive light. Okay, so Coach Michael, do you have a goal or personal message or a dream that you can share with our audience?
Um, kind of, it said in the Bible, to create disciples of all nations. I want to have a worldwide fellowship. And I think we're with fellowship in the group now. I think we're we've got a pretty much a worldwide fellowship now. But if we, can, I just want to continue to grow. Just continue growing every day. Live and learn. You always learn.
Live and learn. I like that. All right. So as much as we want to hang out with Coach
Yeah.
Michael, it is all right. So there was a delay. All right. So as much as we want to hang out with Coach Michael, it is time to wrap up. All right, Coach Michael, again, any last words, or please invite our audience to your offer again and remind them how they can work with you.
Yeah. Reach out to me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Instagram, um, and we'll just set up an introductory call, and we'll everything and see how we can work together to help you achieve your dreams. You got to be willing to pursue it. You can live a fulfilling way of life, seeking to fulfill your purpose in life. It's all kind of like in the steps. You got to take the steps for the next step every day. And
Mhm.
it's through the steps that we're able to apply the biblical principles in our daily lives. If you read the 12-step program of AA or NA or any of them, it's all about application of spiritual principles in your daily lives. Being open, honest, and making amends. Correcting your behaviors of the past. It's all about moving forward. And creating the life you want to live. What you dwell upon, you create the environment for. And like it says in the Bible, faith, hope, and love dwell upon these things. And that's what you should be dwelling upon. And focus on the process. What's the process? Because you gotta think about your impact, your influence, and then your effectiveness and your efficiency. You got to always evaluate everything and reevaluate everything. What's working and what ain't working. What do you got to change? And you got to be willing to make the changes. And that's where the discipline comes in. Because if we get comfortable with stuff, we don't like change. I don't. That's I got to learn a lesson from it before I'm willing to. A lot of times, but through taking the responsibility for it that we learn from it. And that's what we got to do. We got to take responsibility for ourselves and our lives. I am where I am in life because of the choices I have made. It ain't nobody else's fault but my own. And I take responsibility for my life today. Like I tell everybody, it's your story, it's your life. You're the author of it. You got to be the authority over it. And if you're wandering around doing what everybody else expects you to do, you ain't got no authority over your own life. And that ain't no way to live. You want to live a true, authentic life, being true to yourself. Always be true to you.
Very well said. Very good advice. Always be true to yourself. All right. Okay. Again, thank you very much for being with
Thank
us
you.
in episode 46 of Talking Business with Rich. Again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check out Coach Michael's Facebook group below. It's in the banner. Search it out and join his group. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. See you next week for another episode of Talking Business with Rich. This is Ritzel Loredo
God bless.
Rectra and Coach Michael Baker. All right. Stay safe and healthy. Stay with me for a while, Coach
Yeah.
Michael, as I go through to the outro. Okay. Everybody, see you next time. I'm going to just play out the outro right now, and I'm going to talk to Coach Michael at the backstage.